Okay, everyone, this is Kate again, and I am at the Eastern Campus, and I am taking a peek at our department portfolio. And so I thought this was kind of maybe a neat way to display it, and we can go through and talk about in the hallway which work belongs in a portfolio. So with our portfolio, we do have a title page. You can use a title page if you want, you don't have to. And then what we're going to do is I want to talk about a few things real quick. You notice that every page is set up the same. And you're also going to notice that we have the same footer on each of the pages. This is done on a very simple grid. Everything is adhering to the middle of the page. The reason why this is done is so that your work can speak for itself and not a lot of fancy stuff on the page. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that's going to go in your portfolio. This is a picture of a book, and they took the cover of the book and then they showed two inside spreads. This is a really nice piece to include in your portfolio, especially since it is a photograph. So it really does show the book as a book and not just flat. This is some pictures of packaging. So you have two packages side by side. Again, these are mocked up. I would encourage you, if you have packaging, don't just put your flat files with all the cut marks. Put it together and take a picture of it. These are posters. They go side by side. You notice there's a slight little drop shadow on these posters to add just a little bit of depth to that page. Your drop shadow on these pages should probably be no more than at least 30% opacity. This is a series of flyers. So we put them together like this. Again, series of posters side by side. These are very nice. You can just go ahead and show two renditions of it. These are advertisements, so they put three of their advertisements together so you can talk to an employer about that. This is neat. This is for the Tech Challenge, and what this student chose to do is to put together their poster, what their t-shirt would look like, and some marketing materials. So this is a nice way to show a prospective employer, hey, you know what? I can do a poster, I can do a postcard, I can do like a billboard, and I can do a shirt. We have yellow page advertisements, so we have a big one and a little one. These are nice too. These are showing a book. What this is going to do is this is going to show the cover of the book, and then we're going to show the inside spread. So that's one way that you could do it. I like to do this instead though, is if you show the cover and then you actually show it mocked up in the spread instead of just flat on the page. Either one's fine, but I think that when you show it, like look at this one, how this one the student put the book together and put it in a magazine format. I think it adds a little bit of depth and dimension, and it looks more polished. So this is something that the students, they took their brochures and then they also took their catalogs and they took actual pictures of them. This is, again, a very nice way to show off your work. So you could either show your work, you know, like this in a magazine, open, or flat like this. You know, which one looks more impressive? Yeah, of course that one does, because it's actually in what in the setting that it belongs in. This is another one. This is nice. They did an accordion booklet and they took a picture of it. Again, packaging. Packaging is a great thing to put in your portfolio, even if you don't want to be a packaging designer. Let me tell you why. Packaging requires just so much math and it's very precise. So if you can do packaging, you know, you're going to be able to do a catalog. This is really pretty. This piece is really nice. So you can tell that the student put some time into it. And they also took the time to really photo shoot it right. So this is a series of logos. If you do have a project where you have a lot of logos or a different rendition, what you can do is you can put a series of those logos together on a page. That's perfectly fine. You know, you can show the application, you know, maybe it's on a t-shirt, maybe it's on this. I also have this one for menus. This was really nice. This Women in Transition one is nice. They did the business cards, they did an ad, they did a web banner, so that's a really nice way to show it off. These are some illustrations. And again, remember when I said we could do illustrations? Look at that. That's amazing. Of course that student needs to put it in there. So we're going to go ahead and you can include your illustrations side by side. I believe this one was a painting that a student did. These are 3D renderings. I am going to encourage you, if you can render in 3D, if you can do 3D, you better put that in your portfolio. These are lovely things to show people that you can do. And you can also say, you know, hey, I can model a room. This almost looks like a photograph. So you can put some of your 3D work. This is really pretty. I will caution you that when you put 3D work into a portfolio, you have got to lighten it up to the point that, you know, it seems crazy. Some more work. So again, more 3D renderings. This is how you would do an animation sequence. So you're going to do boom, 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 so that the eye can follow. But this is the kind of work that we're looking for your portfolio. So go through your stuff, see what you got, and put it in a PDF and send it on down to me. Obviously, if we take a look at how big this is, yours isn't going to be that big because, you know, you're a student. This is also a department one. Go through your work, take a peek at it, and submit it to Blackboard.